All right, how's it going, everybody? Today is like the 21st of April, 22nd of April. We're here at Convivium Greenhouse, Convivium Urban Farmstead. This is the greenhouse that we're trying to remodel. It's part of the farmstead, and if you followed along last year, you know that we're going to be doing hydroponics and aquaponics in here, but we can't do that until we actually get the greenhouse recovered, the sidewalls redone, and the interior all cleaned out and plumbed, and having all the electrical run and the gravel scraped out, put new gravel in, and then we can actually start building the hydroponics and aquaponics. So this is a long-term project, probably the next 2-3 years. We're hoping to get all this roofing section that you see behind me, hoping to get all that framed out this spring, this summer, and all the new covering put on this summer, this fall, and hopefully it'll be weather tight, so that we can work in here, and even during inclement weather when we get to the sidewalls there. So today, well, actually last week we came up with a new battle plan. We're going to do some things that are going to be a little different than what we thought about last year. I wish we would have come to these conclusions last year, but hey, you got to be fluid, you got to be able to adapt and overcome. So we put our heads together, came up with a different method, still using the same materials. We're going to skip the cribbing though. We're still going to use that folded steel, but we're just going to attach everything different. It does present some new nuances, but they're a lot easier to work around than the old plan. So and then when we get to the gull wings above me right there, that's going to have to be done completely different than what we thought we were going to do it, because of what we're doing. So right now I've got this folded steel that we're going to use for the tracking systems that go on top of the C channels above me. This is really hard to do backwards. Right there and right there. We're going to lay those horizontally from the peak there all the way down to the gutter line. And that's what our tracking will actually fasten to, and then the fabric goes up through the tracking. We're going to be using Solar Wrap. That's the company we're using. That stuff's been used in Germany for about the past 30 years. It's just recently become available through distribution in the United States about 5 years ago, when a company called Keter Polydress or Solar Wrap decided to enter in an agreement with the German company to import it into the United States. And it's super awesome stuff. It's a lot easier to install in many functions than the polycarbonate, and it's actually got a little bit better R rating. It's got excellent light diffusing characteristics, equivalent to the diffused lighting polycarbonate, and it's actually, if not the same price, it's actually just a little bit less expensive. But the biggest advantage is it's so easy to mount. And then also, if you do encounter any damage, which you shouldn't, because it's actually more durable than polycarbonate, but if you do incur any damage, it's super easy to replace. It's ridiculously easy. Basically, it's like one of them shades that you get in those new style windows where it kind of like goes up through the window. That's basically what this is. It's sheets of this, like almost looks like industrial bubble wrap, and it just slides up through this tracking, and 3 people can just start it in one end and just pull it all the way up through the tracking, and then you put your furring strips on to lock it into place, and you're done. So you can replace one length of it, one run from side to side, or from ground up to the top and all the way back down if you have a hoop house. It's the most amazing stuff I've found, and I've done a lot of research on greenhouse coverings. It's becoming really, really super popular in the cannabis industry. Matter of fact, the reason why we couldn't get any of it last year was because there was this Canadian cannabis farm. They have 7 acres of greenhouse facilities that they ordered like 10,000 whatever feet of this greenhouse cover, and they're doing all their greenhouses in this stuff. That's how confident they are in the performance compared to like traditional polycarbonate or glass or what have you. I mean, if a cannabis industry is like buying into this stuff like full bore, and these guys are selling out faster than they can make it, it's a good choice for us. And because we are a nonprofit and we have very, very limited funds, it's amazing that the price point is comparable to traditional methods or even better, and all the qualities that you have with and advantages that you have with polycarbonate over like the single sheet style like plastic that you see on hoop houses, or even like a glass greenhouse. We have all those advantages as well, if not more, with this new solar wrap stuff. And if we get this greenhouse done with it, and we can demonstrate that it's super awesome, who knows? We may be able to set up a small little sub-distributorship, you know, to where we can order this stuff and maybe supply it to our local consumers here. So, anyway, wanted to give everybody an update. We are starting to get this roof done. We're going to start from this end here and work our way all the way to that end right there. So we got to put up our furring channels first, or our support structure, and then we'll actually get all the tracking strips ordered, sent here. We'll put the tracking strips on, and then we'll have a covering party, which will take probably 5-6 people, and the company rep's going to come out and make sure that, you know, we're thoroughly educated on how to put it on, how to install it, and how to make sure that it's going to stay installed and last, you know, 20-30 years. So super excited. It's only me working on this. Mike, one of the owners of Convivium, is going to help when he can, but obviously he's got a ton of obligations as well, running the facility, and you know, personal obligations and everything. So if you have some spare time and you want to work on a worthwhile project, you know, whenever you get a chance, you want to volunteer, I'm volunteering. So yeah, I mean, I could use all the help I can get. So if you're interested, let me know. But it should go really quickly now, and it's going to be a lot easier with this new method. And then any issues that we encounter along the way, we'll go ahead and you know, re-engineer. So, but yeah, excited. We're getting started today and this week, and then we're hopefully get this test section up, make sure we're confident in the installation process, and then we're going to go full bore. So, all right, guys. Have a great week. It should be nice weather. Make sure you get out and enjoy it. This weekend should be nice. I'm going to be working on the Re-Evolution Farms farmstead up on the Holy Ghost ball field. Hopefully get some things done up there. But the weekdays, this is where you'll find me. All right, talk to you later.